The contest to find the world's strongest man takes place this year in Hungary, and it starts in its jewel of a capital, the city they call the Paris of the East, Budapest. Budapest is a city divided in two, historic Buda on this side of the river and Pest on the other, which is the commercial and industrial heart of the city. They're divided by Europe's second biggest river, the Danube. And they were linked for the first time by the chain bridge down there behind me, which is almost exactly the same design as the bridge over the River Thames at Marlow, and was designed by the same engineer, Tierney Clark. Budapest is surprisingly westernized and prosperous. Its architecture ranges from Central European traditional to modern concrete, and you can buy most things easily, from tourist gifts to Western hamburgers. Music is important here, and the buskers range from Hungarian trad to Western trad. Musical appreciation starts young here. Getting around Budapest is easy. There's a fast and cheap tram service and an efficient underground system, both of which are very useful for visiting some of the city's tourist attractions, like the huge ceremonial Heroes Square, the fairy tale Vajrahunian Castle, and the magnificent 19th century opera house. In Buda, from the pinnacled Fisherman's Bastion, you can see the rebuilt Parliament buildings across the Danube, and it's close to the Fisherman's Bastion that we start day one of the competition. The scene is set for the truck loading, the first of 8 events, and it's 44-year-old professional strongman Ilkka Numisto from Finland against the 22-stone might of Frenchman Jean-Pierre Broulois.
On your marks and get set!
Hungary's most famous wine is called bull's blood, and it's no effort lifting a bottle of it, but how about a barrel? The deadlift involves lifting this traditional Hungarian farm cart, plus a barrel of wine, plus some bags of sand. The total weight at the lifting end is 280 kilograms. That's equivalent to 14 of our airline suitcases. And as the competition proceeds, so more bags of sand will be added. I've got a feeling I'm going to need a couple of glasses of bull's blood just watching this.
Yes!
Yes, he's got it. This is strength, he shouts, and no one's going to argue with that. And that magnificent lifting gives Bill his first win. Day 2, the competitors travel southwest to Lake Balaton, the biggest lake in Europe, and to Tihany. Here there's a modern hotel complex which is popular with Hungarians and tourists alike. Here, on the banks of Lake Balaton, naturally, water sports feature highly, and it's possible to windsurf, or sail, or go fishing. Messing about in boats is popular here in Hungary, but for some, catching up on the suntan is the first priority. Well, Jamie has the body weight advantage, but Sigmarsson the experience, and already... And Bill presses out very easily there. After that event, violent storms can blow up on Lake Balaton in a matter of minutes. So the next event is taking place inside a little nearby restaurant. And on the menu, the best Hungarian salami. Not to eat, but to hold. 14 salamis weighing 56 pounds. And all they have to do is hold them out at arm's length for as long... Yes, he's brought his hands in a bit more, which means... Where should be famous for something, don't you think? Yorkshire for its pudding, Hamburg for its hamburgers. Well, Hungary is famous for its paprika. This is paprika growing as far as the eye can see. We're in the region of Kolocha. Hungary produces no less than 15,000 tons of the stuff every year. Half of it goes for export. What is paprika? Well, I'll tell you. That is a paprika. That is cut up, dried and ground, and it ends up looking like that on your supermarket shelf. What has all this got to do with the world's strongest man? I'll tell you. The sack race in this year's competition doesn't involve sacks filled with sand or rocks. The sacks are going to be filled with paprika. Enough paprika to create about 10,000 plates of goulash. Enough to make even Laszlo Fekete's eyes water. Look at this. Mulder's just ahead of Numisto, but he's down. And Ilkka keeps plugging. Events to go, and the contest is still hanging in the balance. This next event is the one which may decide it. It's borrowed from the Highland Games, and it's called the weight over the bar. The weight in question weighs 56 pounds, 25 kilos. That's the same as a bag of potatoes, and quite a lot more than our standard suitcase. And what the athletes have to do with one hand is to throw this weight
over the bar, which is 12 feet high, just to start with. It'll land in the water and somebody will fish it out. Baggage handlers will enjoy this one.
Meters. No, it's not there.
No throw.
It's there. What an absolutely fantastic performance. And surely now, there can be no doubt whatever that John Paul Sigmarsson richly deserves the title of the world's strongest man.